Hey y'all, what's good? Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna give some of y'all some time to come up in here before I start talking. But in the meantime, I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, y'all. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Break room. You see, you got your wrench, girl. I was like, hold up, let me get her this wrench before I go live. Period. Hey, Shelly Shells, how are you, baby? I was like, she gonna think I'm lying, girl. I'll be forgetting. Ah, what's good, y'all? I was gonna do this live tomorrow, but you know what? With the way all these lives is going today, it'll probably be irrelevant tomorrow, and I don't want to look like I'm just speaking on something that everybody already spoke on yesterday. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna do this live right now because I don't gotta go to work in the morning. And it's late. Yes, it's late, y'all. So y'all don't have to guess. It's 10:45 in Germany. I'm very much an adult. So, I can be up late if I like. It's all good. Hey, Humble Me. Hi, baby. Hey, Taranda. Knee Deep. How you doing, baby? So, y'all. Oh, my gosh. Lord. He ain't through with me yet, yo. That's my disclaimer. The Lord is not through with me yet. Okay? Just to give y'all a little a little info. I'm the type of person. Hey Hassan, how you doing, baby? I appreciate you. You show me so much love on all of my stuff, my shorts, my community board, everything. So shout out to you. Break room said, "Oh snap, she got her wrench." Period. Um. So anyway, y'all, because I don't want to be on here too long, because I do gotta go to bed. And no shade, I am a little bit tired already because I had no plans on going live until I seen some of the shenanigans unfold here on the app. And I'm sure it's no surprise to any of y'all because every day it is something different. It is new shenanigans, it's more nonsense unfolding, right? Um, but if I'm honest, y'all, I was triggered a few days ago when I watched Miss Amora's live when she was doing her interview with Miss Shawn. So surprise, the live is about Miss Shawn, y'all. So if you have a problem with that, go ahead and exit stage left because that's what this live is going to be about. Okay. Now I'm not gonna bash anybody. I'm not trying to tear nobody down or nothing like that. But what I am gonna do is speak the truth because I find it very insane that there is so many adults running around this app causing a lot of confusion and not being truthful in the roles and things that they play when everything hits the fan on this, on the app or whatever. So like I said, I was triggered after watching the interview with Miss Amora, and shout out to her. I fully support Miss Amora. This is not about her in any way. Like I said, this is about Miss Shawn and her shenanigans. Okay. So like I said, if you got a problem, go ahead and leave now. I see a couple people already left. Go ahead and leave. Those of y'all still sticking around, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Um, so where do I want to start? I took some notes, y'all, because I don't want to be all around, like going all around, or sounding like I'm all over the place. But I do want to make it clear that I'm doing this live because I have been in a few chats in the last few days trying to state my opinion. And I've noticed that my opinions and things are being kind of scrolled past and not read unless it lines up with, being in full support of Miss Shawn. Hey, Alicia. Um, I personally do not have no vendetta against this woman or nothing like that. But what I don't like about Miss Shawn is how she got this whole app thinking that she is this harmless, helpless victim that is just under fire and attacked for no reason. I think that's nuts. And I also think that it's going over a lot of y'all head. No shade, right? And I get it because I have been guilty of, I think we all have been guilty of, like, when you don't rock with somebody, you don't like somebody. Hi, open book, baby. When you don't like somebody, you don't mesh with somebody, you don't rock with them, whatever, it's easy for you to automatically side with whoever their opponent is because you don't like them so much, right? I get it. We're human. We've all, if we're honest, we all do it, right? I don't like her, so I'm automatically side with her. I don't like him, so I'm automatically side with the other person. And I feel like that's what's going on here because she's under fire um, by some of the content creators that support Mr. LaTruth, right? And so there's this big back and forth here on the platform, between LaTruth supporters and people who do not support LaTruth, or however way you want to put, however you want to describe that. That's what's been going on, right? So I want to say this. This live is not in support of Miss Shawn being dragged, bashed, or anything for her opinion. I do want to be very clear about that. I don't think it was right. I don't think that anybody's background or anything should be pulled and exposed just because you angry with somebody, or they did something that pissed you off, unless it is applicable to why you have the issue, right? So for instance, break room, I'm pick on break room because me and break room cool, right? If me and break room at it, right, and she do something to me and I feel like it just boils my skin, it would make absolutely no sense. Like, say we fell out, right? We got into an argument on a panel or something. Me falling out with break room does not equate to me going and digging up her background. What's up, TC? Hey, Lolo. Yeah, y'all getting here. This gonna be good, honey. Gonna hit that like button for me. Anyway, but that does not equate to me going and digging up her background, trying to prove to y'all that she not who she say she is, or she this, that, and the third. If that is not what the argument is about, right? That's just how I feel. So I want to be very clear. This is not being done because of that. I do feel like it was wrong and it should not have been done. However, okay, and that's in all caps. However, I understand why it happened, because if you guys could look past the facade of, oh, I was humiliated and I was attacked, and all this stuff that she was saying in her interview, y'all need to be real with yourself and realize, and some of you may not, because a lot of y'all probably didn't follow her or really watch her content like that. To be real, until me and her clicked, I never watched her content either. I heard her name, but I never went to her page. Like, there's a few people who reported on Mr. LaTruth when I was in support of Mr. LaTruth that I just never went to their platform. Never did. And so Miss Shawn was one of those people until her and I connected or whatever on the back end many months ago, right? So I say all of that to say, not that whatever happened to her was warranted, or like it should have happened because she had a change of heart or a change in her opinion or whatever. What I am saying is that if we are honest, initially Miss Shawn um she did, I will say, she did always say she's neutral, she doesn't support either party, she's going to break down both, right? But her actions did not match that, right? It did not match that. When Miss Shawn would go live, especially in the recent months after our last fallout, when she wanted to take her stance and really exercise her muscle, she made it very clear without directly saying it that she was for Mr. LaTruth. Point blank, period, y'all. She was riding for Mr. LaTruth. All of her videos, all of her content basically told you that without her telling you that, right? So I can understand that there was a lot of outrage there and all of that. No, it does not validate or solidify that she should have been, attacked for it or anything like that, because we are all grown. You know what I'm saying? You do have the right. to change your stance and your opinion and, your direction, all of that. I agree with that. But Miss Shawn made it appear as if she was very much Team LaTruth by the way she reported her content on her channel up until recently, right? So I could see how, hey, Tommy, I could see how to a lot of people it looked like she just came left field with all of a sudden. Now she really gonna be unbiased and be fair and break down Mr. LaTruth out of nowhere. Jessica said, "Oh my God, yes, she stayed breaking down Brianna content. Never RH. Thank you. Thank you for the people in the back because people want to act like they don't see it and that, oh, well, this girl's getting beat down and that's not fair. Okay, I agree. I don't think people should be beat down for their opinion or them changing their stance. But we got to be fair here, y'all. We got to be fair. So, unpopular opinion, it made sense why her team felt like she betrayed them. Okay. TC said, Ashley, I know you know the play right. Girl, that's why I said let y'all come on in and let me help y'all make it make sense. Okay, let me help y'all get the ducks in a row. Okay, because I know people see it just off the strength of I'm being ignored. My comments are being skipped over in people lives. Okay, so guess what? This my platform, girl. So I get to say it right here, and ain't nobody gonna mute me and or skip over nothing. Y'all gonna hear it right here, front and center. Jessica said it was always RE supporters in the comment. Exactly. And here's another reason I know that she was very much a Robert supporter, way more than she was ever a Brianna supporter. To be honest with you, I don't feel like she was ever a Brianna supporter at all, period. I never saw that. I never witnessed it. And I like I said, when her and I connected, I very much would watch her content. At one point we were moderating for each other because we was cool. Break room said, "Listen, Linda, listen." Y'all sit with me, sit with me, sit with me. I'm trying to make it make sense for y'all, right? So anyway, it did appear that she came out of left field, all of a sudden starting to break down Robert out the clear blue sky, right? And I kept hearing because I'm sitting back observing. I'm observing. And she kept saying, I don't see what the big deal is. Like the moment I say something about him is this, this, and that, and that's not fair. If I can break down Janelle and da 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 da, which are all valid points. Again, you have the right to do whatever you want on your channel. But if you take a stance, a strong stance for months and basically the full career of your YouTube channel standing for one person predominantly, right? Then you can be shocked and appalled that people feel away because all of a sudden now you're not in support of him, right? I'm going to make it make a little more sense to y'all. I think it was personal for Miss Shawn. And this is why. If y'all remember, I want to say yesterday, it was either yesterday morning or the morning before that. D-Ham went live. D-Ham went live, sounded like he literally had just rolled over in the bed. He sounded like he was in the bed, yo, like eye boogers and all. He went live and he was just, rambling, but you could tell he was bothered because the app was on fire. He said things like, oh, sometimes you think you cool with somebody and then you're not. And I don't know what's going on, talking around it. So y'all know how DM do. He ain't gonna get to the point. He gonna talk all around it because he don't want no smoke. So if some smoke come behind it, then he could say, I didn't say nobody name. Tommy said, that's true. Actually, you could read the room. Girl, like a book. Like a book, honey. So anyway, he goes on in that live, y'all. And he said he don't know what happened with Miss Shawn, but he got ghosted weeks before all of this happened, right? He said that to further solidify him being quote unquote lost as far as what was going on, right? He was lost. It was left field. Okay, so again, now let's be clear here. Shawn was very much, she keeps saying she wasn't on no team. She's a motherfucking lie. Okay, she was very much on a team, baby, because that's why me and Miss Shawn fell out the second time because she decided to join the team for sure, for sure. Why y'all think Miss Shawn was so upset and pressed about somebody giving the information back allegedly to Miss White? because she was on the back end popping her shit, and she knew who she had popped her shit to. Her team. Miss My Circle So Small. Hey, Lady E. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say her all of a sudden coming out with this, she gonna be fair for real this time, and she gonna call out the truth and Brianna. It just seemed a bit off considering D-Ham himself. And if y'all ain't heard the little context clues, I already told y'all a few months ago they was talking. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. And I showed you in the text messages when me and her was going back and forth and we was, exposing y'all what the fuck we was talking about. If you read the message, and I shared it for y'all on my community wall, when it says replay, I think I replayed it for y'all yesterday. Because no shade, I had made it private until I seen that interview on Miss Amora's panel. And Miss Amora lives in Vegas. I live in Germany. So when she be going live at like 7 and 9 late at night, baby, it's like it's late for me, baby. I'm sleep. So I went to sleep initially listening to the live, but I didn't hear all of it because I was in and out of sleep. So I played it back, and that's what set it off for me, baby. Okay, because I'm listening to her. She's a victim. She needs shelter, and she's, y'all know how it goes. She's a battered woman from the saga. She live in Texas now, Ashley. Yeah, I know, but I live in Germany. Oh yeah, she live in Vegas. I'm sorry, I said Vegas. Yeah, she do live in she lives in Houston. My bad. Hey, Anomaly. Anyway, I'm trying to get off track. Where was I going with it? Okay, she was on the panel and she, oh, they humiliated me and all I did was just speak my truth. And now, I see the light and I'm breaking free and I'm just being attacked after I was firmly standing for Mr. LaTruth and made it very like where y'all think when Miss Amore was on the panel and she was making jokes and was like, I didn't drag you, but I definitely called you a Timu lawyer. Why do you think she called her that if Miss Shawn was neutral and she supported both parties? Can somebody make it make sense for me in the chat, please? Breakroom said Ashley bringing the word. Shelly passed the plate. Period. Can y'all make it make sense for me? Miss Amora, when someone is neutral, right, and they don't speak one way or the other or whatever, you don't get titles and labels like Timu lawyer. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. So again, she was on a team. She was very firm about the team she was on. Not only that, I remember right after her and I fell out, when everybody was up in arms because I was okay with Miss Amora and I was okay with Queen Fee, and oh, I had switched up. I'm a snake. This what I've been wanting to do. I'm working with Amora. Same thing they doing to Sean right now. Thank you, Jessica. Broke the whole divorce decree down. For the people in the back. Thank you. See, y'all following me. But she was not for LaTruth. Not only that, not only did she break that divorce decree down, thank you, Jessica, for mentioning that. She came back again and doubled down on it because people were saying she didn't interpret it right. And she had misinterpreted and she was saying some things that was kind of biased and one-sided. And she got grand, honey, standing on that legal analyst or whatever the hell she got or whatever. Baby, she stood tall. Like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So for you slow people in the back, let me break it down for y'all again since y'all don't understand. She said something to that effect when she came back, you know, not being a supporter of LaTruth because she's never been a supporter of LaTruth. I just want to throw that out there because that's her story and she's sticking to it. Okay. So so anyway, back to what I was saying the other day. Y'all probably heard that live. DM, he a little pissed. Y'all heard on Ashley D panel not that long ago, baby. He is over it because his name keep getting thrown in the mix and all that. But he was feeling away. It was very obvious. He was still trying not to be disrespectful. He even said that he didn't understand. To me, it sounded like his heart was broken from the breakup. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like he's just like, I don't even understand. Like I thought we was good and like she ghosted me and like I had called her and then I had wrote her and she didn't answer me. And so I didn't know. Like I didn't know what happened. And sometimes, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying to hold times you you just people just like You good with them one day and then you're not good with them no more. That was the gist of the live. Sean still didn't say a word because she was on her way marching over the Miss Amora panel, baby, to get her Victim of the Year award, honey, because she is a victim, honey. She's a battered woman. Y'all battered this girl for no reason because she was never, ever a La Truth supporter. Tommy said somebody play Heartbreak. Not Heartbreak Hotel, right? Yes, y'all hit the like for me because I know y'all in here. So anyway, um, where was I going? Hold on, y'all. I'm lost in my notes. Hold on. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I understood the outrage, right? I understood the outrage simply because she's saying she never picked a side and she wasn't for either. She was trying to be fair. That's a lie. According to the lie detector, test results, that was a lie, girl. Based on the content that you have now deleted because you're not speaking on the saga no more and they done ripped you a new asshole. If you upload those or make them not private no more, girl, we would see that the consensus would show, baby, you most definitely was a Robert supporter. I got another question for y'all. I need y'all to make it make sense for me in the comments, right? Now, me and a few other content creators like Sweet Ma, Harmony Speaks, Lupac when she used to be on the panel with Sweet Ma. We were what's the other one? Lampo, my girl Lampo. We were some of the first handful that I know of in the sector that started speaking on this when it first happened, right? And so, um, man, where was I going with it? God, I always lose. I always lose my train of thought. Why was I saying it? Um, Oh, okay. So what I'm saying here is if you notice a lot of us, if not all of us, minus maybe Harmony Speaks, um, and Lupac, we stopped, speaking on the saga. Period. It's too much. It was crazy. We all had our own reasons, right? The difference here was when we stopped reporting on it, like we decided we was no longer gonna support one way or the other. We just gonna leave that shit alone, right? We just simply started doing other content, falling back, right? So we didn't come on here. We didn't make an announcement. I mean, maybe some people probably did, but they stuck to it. They didn't continue breaking shit down. Cause I'm gonna be real with y'all again. Cause Miss Shawn is another one of those who does content, and then when some shit happens, she deletes shit, so you can't find it. But she definitely has said in the past that she was not gonna be speaking on it one way or the other. She was gonna strictly keep it legal or whatever, and then she would end up dabbling back into the story one way or the other, and then she would justify that and say, oh well, it was because it got juicy. Well, girl, in the court of law, girl, they don't go before the judge because it got juicy, girl. They just they break the case down, they say what it is, and they move on. They don't get all bothered. I remember she was in like Queen Fee chat before talking about y'all funny and all that when people was calling her like the fake lawyer about breaking down the paperwork. Like she was, she had big balls about it. Like, I know what I'm doing. Y'all funny. Yeah, I'll be a Timu lawyer. Same energy she giving to her opponents now. Same energy. Like, oh, I know who I am and all of that, right? Um, Let me see. TC says, so wait, D Hammer Sean, Shell, eyeballs. Cause girl, she did not. I'm telling y'all, when y'all get off the live, go watch the replay. I made it public for y'all, girl. That's why it's called Since I Was Lying. Go check the receipts, girl. It's in there. It's in there. Wait, not open on the saga prayer. Chill. Jessica said, I don't think she should be dragged, but yeah, she most definitely, I mean, let's be real. She admitted to talking to. Thank you. You just brought it back to me. That's what I forgot. That was one of the points I forgot. Cause the question, when I said I need y'all to make this make sense, and then I went on to something else because I have, you know, the brain of a toddler. But anyway, um, that was my next point, my next question to y'all. Can y'all make it make sense for me in the comments? And that's where you just brought it all back for me. Shout out to you, Jessica. Let me pin your comment, girl, because you own it tonight. When I was mentioning about the content creators that started in the beginning and how we moved on and we just kind of left it there. We didn't, we didn't make no big loud, deal and explode the internet or nothing just because we stopped speaking on the saga, right? Um, what I want to say is I can only speak for myself, right? I can't speak for those other ladies. But as far as Ashley Chat, somebody who was covering the saga since it started in the beginning, I do not have Robert Latrue's number. Never had it. Never talked to him, not even on a Facebook Messenger. And if y'all notice and if y'all remember, when he would occasionally decide to shout out the content creators when 50 of them was crying because they wasn't getting recognition and all that extra shit, then he would always say my name in the, in the whoever he was shouting out. He would always call me out and shout me out or whatever, basically acknowledging, hey, I appreciate your support, whatever, right? So just like Miss Jessica said, she most definitely, I mean, let's be real, she admitted to talking to Robert on the back end. Now, do y'all think Robert out here just giving out his personal cell phone number to people that don't support him and that are neutral, and they don't have a side, they're not on a side? Because let's be real here, the people who she now considers her opponents or her enemies, or the people who are battering her and all this other extra shit, they also have had conversations with Robert Hampton because they are heavy supporters who has stood up for Robert, right? Yes, I stood up for Robert in the beginning of the saga for a good while before I decided to no longer touch on the subject or whatever and just leave it alone. But I can honestly say, on a stack of Bibles, baby, I ain't never had this man phone number. We have never had a conversation. And when I supported him, I really supported him. But when I stopped, I also really stopped. I didn't just say, oh, I'm not going to speak on Brianna, or I'm not going to speak negatively. I'm just going to, dibble and dabble and crucify this one or that one when I got an attitude because some personal shit happened on the back end. All right, let me catch up. Yes, Lampo don't hold no punches, baby. Period. Lampo Aquarius like me, honey. Love her. Shelly, she is pretty qualified in my opinion. Do you hear me? Hey, Tinkers. How you doing, baby? TC says, I don't have anything against Miss Shawn, but to expose an intimate conversation is shifty within itself. And that's another thing, TC. And I have chosen not to expose any more receipts. I am going to share something with y'all so it'll make sense for y'all why I'm doing this, because people gonna be like, why is she doing this? She just trying to be a hater. She just, she trying to start something with Shawn. None of that. Girl, fuck Shawn. Respectfully, I ain't trying to start shit with her ass, because she gonna just lie to y'all and say what I said didn't happen. And that is the point of this live. I just want to be very clear about that. I ain't trying to start shit with nobody. If y'all notice, I've been doing other content. I've been working real hard on getting my shorts up and shit like that, because I'm trying to move my channel in a completely different direction. However, what I don't like is what I'm seeing unfold here on the app, where true enough, she was done wrong. If that was her opinion, she should have been able to have her opinion. But what Shawn did not do is she was not honest with y'all as to why she suddenly decided she was no longer a LaTruth supporter. And she's just trying to chalk it up to, oh, I just woke up and decided, you know what, I'm gonna finally be unbiased and start reporting on both. But I'm gonna throw shots at the person I'm saying I support on the back end, but on the front end, I'm gonna tell y'all, oh, I'm neutral. I've always said that. Yeah, you have always said that, but you've also said a lot of shit that was a lie. Let's be clear. Hey, Mama Three. Um, Actually, I thought you and Shawn had apologized and make up. Maybe I'm missing something. Girl, fuck Shawn. Shawn's a liar. Period. We did apologize and make up until we fell out the second time. Girl, fuck her. This internet smoking, Genie on one, and you on the other. Girl, we gon' we finna light it up, girl. Um, Let me see. He sure doesn't. Thank you, TC. He not giving out his phone number to nobody that don't really fully support him and rock with him. And let me put a little. You know how y'all like sprinkles on y'all ice cream or like on the top of y'all cupcake. Let me put a few sprinkles on here, right? Shawn is the type of person on the back end. That same passion y'all be seeing on these panels, like, no, I never said that. I promise you, I have never, like, she is that. That's how she is on the back end. And I'm gonna point something else out for you. She do that the most when her ass is lying. Period, point blank. She's a fucking liar. And that's why this live is happening. Because I'm a bit irritated. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's annoying and irritating for some woman who got all these fucking degrees. She proved it on Miss Amora's panel. All these credentials, she done been in the military, all that, but she is a fucking liar. And I don't get it. Because how the fuck didn't they teach you not to tell the truth in the military, girl? That's supposed to be, my husband in the military, y'all know that was exposed. So there's like certain codes of honors and shit like that. Like you're supposed to have some sense of integrity. And I'm sorry, y'all, Miss Shawn do not. She don't. And like I said, I don't condone what happened to her, but I kind of get it now because she be bullshitting, y'all. She bullshit a lot, and she does it for empathy and sympathy. She got right on Miss Amora panel and said that Miss White is so concerned about her reputation and what people think of her. Well, because she lies so fucking much, I'm convinced she also cares a lot about what people think about her because she lie over shit that she really, at her grown age, should not have to lie to y'all about. It's a little bit ridiculous, y'all. Let her know, Anomaly. Thank you, Break Room. Yes, y'all get your girl a coffee because I'm gonna show need one in the morning. Stand up with y'all. Where's the link, Tiff? I got it scrolling across the screen, baby. Tinkers. She said Robert sent her stuff to break down the interview, but I thought he don't send content information. That part. Thank you, Alicia. See, you waking up. You waking up. Because I promise you, Robert ain't never sent me no damn content ideas. And with all the fire that Robert is under, I highly doubt he gonna send a content creator some content ideas that he feel or that has verbalized publicly on a platform where he's already being beat the fuck down every day. I highly doubt he gonna be sending you like, hey, you know what? It's cool that you don't really support me for real, but here goes some content ideas. Girl, fuck out of here. Like y'all need to make it make sense. Y'all missing the point because of the heat y'all have for who she up against. And that ain't no listen. I'm already not the popular kid on the block, which I don't give a fuck. I've made that clear very multiple times on the platform. But what I am, regardless of what people say, regardless of what people call me, is fair. Okay. I don't gotta rock with you. I ain't gotta be buddy buddy cool with you to call a spade a spade. Ashley, where your coffee link? It's right there scrolling, y'all. Y'all see it? Ashley, it's buymeacoffee.com/Ashley chats. Congrats on the new gig. Yeah, shout out to you, break room girl, and get that money. Well, this is good tea. Oh, girl, it ain't honey. It's warming up. Don't worry. I'm just trying to give y'all a back, a backstory. So, because y'all know how it go. People be like, oh, like, what is this about? Ain't had nothing to do with her, bitch. Yes, it did. Because her ass definitely mentioned the situation that me and her went through, and she still got on Miss Amora panel and lied yet again. I just want to reiterate that was not true. You's a motherfucking lie, ma'am. Your ass most definitely told me that you wanted to drive off the nearest bridge. I'm sorry. And because you had already picked your team and you didn't want to be alone, just like now you don't want to be alone. So now you're trying to lick the crack of Miss Amora's ass and convince her that you're a helpless victim that is being attacked. Like, y'all, come on, let's be real here. Okay. The video she dropped yesterday shouting out Ashley D. How many of you have seen her in Ashley D's chat before yesterday? Raise your hand. I need anybody in the comments. Raise your hand if you have seen Miss Shawn be a supporter of Ashley D before yesterday. I need somebody in the chat to raise their hand. And did lied about blocking me. Girl, she block people all the time. Block, block, block. We need a clickable Ashley. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me type it for y'all. Buy me a coffee. Make sure I'm spelling it right. Okay, is it clickable now, y'all? And we be hand in hand with him, so I know that's false. Period. TC, y'all are heavy. I've seen y'all do events and everything with Mr. Latrue, so it's bullshit. I I used to report on Mr. Latrue. I do know that much about him. Like, come on. Him and his siblings, they not rocking with nobody who gonna openly say, I don't support that person. I don't rock with them. Baby, they gonna say, fuck you right here on the panel. Like, stop it. Oh, thank you, Breakroom. She had already put in there. Yes, even though she blocked, for my opinion, I still don't agree with how she bullied on the pitch. I agree, Alicia. I agree. And we see it all the time on the panel. I mean, not on the panel, on this platform, but that's just a part of the sector. But here's my thing with that, Miss Alicia. And this is something else that I feel like people is gone over a lot of people's head. Miss Shawn picked her side. Ain't nobody forced her to join forces with nobody on this fucking app. She picked who she picked. She wanted everybody to know she was standing where she was standing, and she didn't give a damn how nobody felt. Same shit she doing right now, except she trying to do that with Miss Amora and Miss Amora supporters. So I need y'all to wake up, okay? Because all that extra shit, like, it's a bit ridiculous. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not turning blue. The link is on Ashley page though. Period. Break room. Oh my god, Ashley didn't come to play. No, for real. Oh, I got more. Hold on. I was trying. Oh, you good, break room, honey. It is all good. Um. So anyway, I think Miss Shawn switch up was personal. I do want to say that. Hold on, I'm lost in my notes, y'all. Sorry. I think it was personal. I think something happened on that back end. Um. I think, and even not, even if it was on the back end, it could have been in a chat. It could have been, there was some level of offense there when it comes to Miss Shawn, right? Which was why her behavior suddenly switched, which is why all of them had such outrage, because Miss Shawn was very heavy in the back end and then started ghosting motherfuckers. Then she came on the platform. She was quiet for a while. Then when she finally decided to hit the live button, she decided to break down Mr. LaTruth and how he chew, and you know, all the other extra shit. And so motherfuckers was mad at her. Period. Like, again, I'm not condoning no level of bullying. I don't think nobody should be bullied, especially not for their opinion. TC said, "Girl, I'm finna log out. I need some melon honey in this tea." No, for real, girl. Like, I'm serious. I think something happened. I think something happened, and Miss Shawn couldn't be woman enough because she ghosts people. D Ham told y'all that here on the app. She ghosts people when she feeling away. Oh, you know what? D-Ham wasn't even the only one. Upper also went live and said that she got a question and then she got blocked and ghosted. So this is what Miss Shawn do. When she feel away, she just block motherfuckers. And no shade, I'll block a bitch in a minute. So hey, I ain't hating. I ain't hating, girl. Block whoever you want to block. But let's be real when you come to the app and stop acting like nothing changed at all, period. You just woke up and decided you no longer wanted to support the truth, because that's a lie. That is a lie, baby. Something happened. So, girl, how about you come back and do a part two on the interview and tell us what the fuck happened, girl? What happened, girl? Why, like, what happened? What happened? And tell the truth. Because your ass be lying, yo. It's ridiculous. Shelly says, wait, not how he true, girl. That's what they said. Um, so anyway, I just feel like liars are dangerous and they're destructive, right? And so, like I said earlier, what bothers me the most with all of this is Miss Shawn is a blatant, passionate liar. And I say that, and I can say that firmly because, I, man, listen, y'all don't even understand. I hate telling a story without showing you receipts. I'm just gonna be real. I hate telling a story without showing receipts, but because this involves another party that I do not want to include in this, because she has nothing to do with this, and I don't feel like it would be fair to her to, put her name in the mix or whatever. But anyway, I feel so passionate about this and I'm so bothered by this because although me and Miss Shawn, we don't talk, we don't rock, we haven't spoken to each other, all of that, I'm a bit offended that you're still on this platform, still trying to lie to these people and make these people think that I lie about your mental health or whatever. That's a bit ridiculous. And that's why we fell out. And that is why I ended up exposing her the second time. And it's very much similar to the first time because I see what she's doing in this current situation, which is why me and her fell out twice before. Okay. Miss Shawn is two different people behind the scenes versus on the platform. Right. And that's your prerogative. But you got to understand that it's going to come with a lot of heat because not everybody going for that shit. Okay. Just like D Ham came on his live earlier. Ashley D played it in her live. You didn't hear it, go listen to it after this live. D Ham went live and he said something to the effect of he had a conversation with Miss White. Miss White was trying to relay a message to Miss Shawn. He got off the phone with Miss White and tried to reach out to Shawn. I guess he got unblocked, y'all. She reappeared. She was no longer Casper. So she decided to have a conversation with him because this is what Miss Shawn do. She will make the platform think she don't fuck with you, and she will never speak to you again. Y'all remember on Miss Amora's panel, and I believe it was Miss Amora's panel. Miss Amora asked something to the effect of, "Will there ever be any resolve or fixing it?" And I also think Miss White was asked the same thing. Both of those individuals said it's pretty much a done deal. There's kind of pretty much there's no coming back from it, right? So Miss Shawn also stated this as well, said she's just gonna move on, it's over, right? So I was a bit shocked and appalled to hear DM come live today after a post happened on Amber's page where she basically called Shawn lying ass out to be on the back end trying to make amends with whoever she was trying to make amends with. Okay. Now, what I find shocked and appalling, because she did that petty shit yesterday and made that video shouting out Ashley D, whom she has never ever supported, ever. Like, not even on a community wall post, never. But she felt compelled. Y'all, I don't even do this. I just feel so touched and compelled. I have to shout this queen out because she spoke nothing but facts, y'all. And this takes me out of my character, okay? Like, I don't even do this on my platform. Y'all know I don't do this. She did all that extra rah rah to play a clip of Ashley D panel because she felt like she was being defended in her bullshit she had going on with these other people that she's beefing with, right? Break room. If you ain't ugly, hit the like button. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, and let me see. Man, I done lost my whole train of thought. It don't take much. Anyway, she did all of that, and then we find out today that there was a phone conversation had by the very person that she had quote unquote blocked and ghosted weeks ago and just disappeared off the face of the earth. She found it in her heart to unblock and then tell this man that she'd be willing to have a conversation with Miss White and slide Miss White her phone number. Why? I'm gonna make it make sense for y'all because she wanted Miss White to contact her. So in case some shit hit social media, she gonna say just like she did on the panel with Miss Amore about Robert. I didn't call him; he called me. Okay, but she really wanted to talk to Miss White after she just told everybody she'll never speak to her again. She just want to be done. It's over. It was just too much. It went too far. All this other extra shit, right? And then boom, Amber busted her ass out on that community wall. Amber bust her ass out on that community wall, being messy as her title claims, baby. Bust your ass right out and tagged you. She wanted you to see that she bust your ass out for trying to make amends on the low on the back end. After you came your ass on this platform and told everybody that you are a battered woman. You are a battered woman and you have been humiliated. If someone has humiliated you, why the fuck would you tell the people on their team? Because that's what you said. Tell your team and then try to slide your number to Miss White on the low and got busted out. Now, no shade. I do believe Miss White told Amber because the way Amber been calling Sean out, ain't no way Sean told her. So I do believe it got back from Miss White because according to Dham, he over it. He sounded pretty over it to me in the live that he deleted or whatever. So I say all of that to say, this leads me up to my story, right? Me and Miss Shawn fell out the first time this year. She went live. She was cussing and carrying on. I exposed her because I got irritated because I got caught up in the middle of that bullshit with her and Jared, right? And then I figured out that she was saying one thing to me and then coming on a platform doing something else. She had told me, she was just going to leave it alone. She ain't fooling with it. Next thing I know, she was live exposing the man and saying he was basically stalking her and she never was checking for him and all this other extra shit, right? It's the lies for me, baby. Do you hear me, Lolo? Do you hear me? Hey, Tangela, how you doing, baby? So I got irritated because I got caught up in that. I ended up blocking Miss White behind shit she was telling me, and I just got irritated and I bust her out because I didn't like that she was making y'all believe on the app that this man was just checking for her and stalking her and wanting her, and she didn't want nothing to do with him. She wasn't interested, and he was a creep and all this other extra shit. But that wasn't the truth. So that's what happened with the first exposure, right? Some time went by. DM reached out to me and asked us to fix it, right? First, I was like, fuck that. I don't want nothing to do with her. It's stupid. I'm done. She's a liar in the worst way. I'm done. And it didn't help that when shit hit the fan online, she then came online and lied multiple times because in the behind the scenes, she was telling me she didn't know. Y'all remember how it was? She was saying like she didn't know nothing about the skit. This was back when like Amber and them said it was a skit about the fallout and all that. And when she called herself cussing me back out because I was, crazy and just lying on her and all this other extra shit, she told these people on her panel that she never told me that she didn't know about it. She did know about it because Amber called her, right? That truth did not come out until Amber happened to be in my live. And Amber was in the chat. I want to say Amber might have joined my panel. This happened so long ago and I deleted the shit because we squashed the beef, right? I wish to God I would have kept it. I swear to God. At this point, I do. If you wasn't checking for her, why was he calling her back? TC, questions that we need answers to, honey. Because I definitely don't call men bae. That ain't my bae. So y'all hit the like button. Anyway, so that's what happened with the first exposure. So when D Ham had finally was like, yo, I think y'all are too intelligent. Women, y'all know how D Ham is. He a preacher in his mind. He was trying, you're a queen. I think you're better than this. Like y'all should be able to get past this, all of that, right? So finally I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. I will have a conversation with her. I said, but let her know that if she get on the phone bullshitting, it's off. Like we're done. I'm not doing it. Right. So we were able to come to some resolve. I brought that to the platform, let everybody know, hey, it's cool, right? Me and Sean got back cool. She right back, oh girl, I value our friendship. I've always admired you. She even said, like, oh, like I was really hurt behind the fallout, all this other extra shit, right? In that conversation was where the whole mental health statement happened because she was saying that it was just too much for her at some point, right? Which was also what helped me solidify my choice. Like I was like, okay, it's cool, whatever. But when she told me that, I was like, no, for real, I gotta be really like done and let her live because of what she told me, right? So anyway, time goes on. I go through what I go through with these other content creators. Me and Miss White fall out. All of that happened, right? In that happening, Miss White then shared what I had shared with her regarding Sean, right? And I don't really want to get too deep into this because it doesn't matter at this point because that's not what this live is about. And for those of y'all listening, I know y'all in the bushes. I'm not doing this to try to start nothing with none of y'all. Like it ain't that serious. So anyway, um, so all this was happening. Me and Miss White fell out, whatever, whatever. In me and Miss White falling out, because Miss White didn't have shit else on me, because y'all know people like to do background checks and all this other shit. And unfortunately, unlike a lot of content creators on this app, I am who I say I am on the front and the back end. If I talk about your ass on the back end, I can talk about your ass in the front end, and or I can admit that I did say that shit about you, and I can tell you why I said it. Period, point blank. So because she didn't have nothing, and y'all seen that long ass, boring ass exposure live, it's still there if you want to see it. Her channel is Chat and Chew. You can go watch it and go to sleep. Anyway, all that happened. The biggest explosion for the exposure was her showing that text message, right? I already expressed to y'all that shit was done on purpose because she had heat for Sean, which y'all just saw unfold 2 or 3 days ago here on the app where she exposed Sean further with the whole background shit, right? Before that happened, there was a lot of back and forth. Again, if y'all go replay the receipt live. Hey, Queen Fee, baby. All of that, if y'all go replay it again, you will see how that all unfolded and what happened or led up to me exposing Sean for a second time. Because in the text messages, which y'all will see, if y'all go replay it or whatever, you will see where I'm asking her, yo, did that shit? Like, because people was doing multiple panels. They were saying I should come forth and explain to y'all why I would lie about something like that and it's sick and all this other extra shit. And Sean knew I didn't lie, right? You will also see in those text messages where she further was like, "Well, I just couldn't have these people thinking that I was gonna drive off the nearest bridge because of my career," basically, in so many words, right? We should all be grown folks child. No, for real. Like, girl, if you said it, you said it. Like, what the hell you lying for? Like, who gonna beat you up, girl? We on the computer. What text message she showed? Damn, I need to catch up. Alicia, are you talking about Miss White or are you talking about Sean? If you're talking about Miss White showed a text thread between her and I because she was trying to prove to the people that I was lying about her being a messy mentor, basically. So she pulled out the text messages because she knew she wasn't being messy in the text messages. So it would further, solidify she wasn't messy. But all of her messiness was on the phone calls, them 3-hour phone calls we was having, right? And then as far as the text messages with me and Miss Shawn, when I had to expose her the second time, those messages were to show that she indeed did tell me that. And then she blew it off and laughed about it and was like, "Stop trying to be mad at me. I'm still gonna support you hands down, whatever." Right. So just the way my mind and my brain work, I'm not about to say, "Oh, I'm still gonna support you no matter what," if a bitch got online and told the world that I said I wanted to off myself and it was a lie. I mean, but that's just me. Okay. I'm not doing that, girl. Ain't shit you could say to me if you quote unquote made some shit up like that on me. Right. But you will see in the messages if you choose to go watch them. They are still on my community wall. I posted it like yesterday, I think, as a replay. Anyway, if you go play that back, you will see where she laughed it off and was like, "Girl, I just, girl, I'm still gonna support you. Stop trying to be mad at me, all this other extra shit." And just like I said, in my mind, there's no fucking way I would be hee hee and ha ha with a bitch that quote unquote lied and made up the fact that I tried to off myself. It was ridiculous, right? She thought you would play along with the game. Exactly, anomaly. And here's what I didn't respect, right? Her and I had a conversation before all that blew up online. And to my understanding, if y'all remember in the receipts, I was upset with her because she had told me that her and D was going to expose Miss White. The reason they were going to expose Miss White because she had posted that on the live. Like when she showed the messages, they basically both was pissed off because they a unit or whatever. At least they were at the time. But anyway, you know your nigga sticking behind you, period, if he care anything about you. Anyway, he and her were both pissed to the highest level of pissivity because they felt that Miss White should not have shown those messages. And basically, quote unquote, the way she was presented to me when we had the conversation was they were sick of her bullshit and she knew she wasn't supposed to expose that. So they were going to expose her. That's what that was about. Right. So that's why I got pissed off because that's how she kicked it to me on the back end. And then she told me, "Oh, we're just going to go live tomorrow." Because I'm on a very different time zone. Like I'm 6 hours ahead from Eastern time. So y'all could do the math depending on where you at. Hey JB baby. So many twists and turns. Chill. I'm gonna get y'all there. Just put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on, right? Anyway, so that's why the second exposure happened with Miss Shawn. Okay, not to be a messy bitch. Y'all like to label me as a snake and she always showing receipts and people private messages. I only do so when it fucking makes sense, right? So anyway, because she had the app coming at me thinking I made that shit up and that I was a sick individual to just say some shit like that on somebody and all that other shit, that is why I was like, fuck that. Here go the receipts. So y'all know I wasn't fucking lying. Okay. So anyway, that's what happened with the second fallout with Miss Shawn, right? She then again got on her platform cussing and carrying on, "Oh, this girl, I should have listened to these people. They told me that she was gonna do me like this." Same bullshit. Same bullshit she did the first time. People warned me about her, and then she did it to me again. No, ma'am, sis. That's not what happened. Because girl, I was not trying to expose you. And you will see in the text messages where I said to her, I didn't think she would try to expose, show that or whatever to be malicious, basically. That's why I was so bothered. Because I'm like, first of all, just like the shit that just happened a few days ago. Like, whatever my pressure is with you, I'm just gonna address that. I'm not gonna start digging in. Oh, well, fuck you, bitch. 25 years ago, you keyed that girl car in the neighborhood. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with why I'm irritated with you right now. So, me personally, I like to keep the main thing, right? Wow, well, I'm not getting a clear understanding of this situation, which is deeper than I thought. Exactly, Alicia. That's why I did this live. Because everybody been, oh, that's so wrong. Sean been done so wrong. But y'all not understanding how this girl is behind the scenes. And I think that's why this type of stuff keep happening. Okay. Because ain't no fucking way you fell out with me twice. You fell out with Jared. Now you don't fell out with your whole group and you're still a victim, bitch. No, ma'am, honey. We need that victim card. Go on and slide it. We need that victim card, girl. Hand it over. You're not a victim, ma'am. You be getting yourself in some shit. You're one way behind the scenes, and then you're another way on the front end because, like you tried to say about Miss White, you too care a lot about your reputation. That's why when Miss Amora asked you on that damn panel, did you want to say what your charges was? Your ass was, I got in trouble. Bitch, go on and tell us the tea, girl. We already know you got locked up. Tell us the tea, girl. Why you embarrassed? Tell us who you are. What's tea? Girl, like, let me see. Alicia, it's a rabbit hole. Yes, it is, honey. Hey, green, pretty green eyes. I'm so sorry y'all are going through this. Girl, I ain't going through shit, girl. I ain't going through nothing, honey. I just had to make it make sense for y'all while it fucking mattered. Because I was going to do it tomorrow. And I was like, you know what? No. Because I'm going to toss and turn all night. Because what I can't stand is a bitch that lie for no fucking reason. Y'all know I don't like injustice, period. Right? Yes, she was done wrong, but she doing some wrong shit on this app too that she need to be up, up front about because it's ridiculous. Like you out here collecting sympathy votes and your ass doing some devious shit behind the lines. Like I mentioned earlier, how many times y'all seen her support Ashley D before yesterday? Now all of a sudden she a supporter of Ashley D. She did that video to be funny and get back at the very people she just walked away from because she know they don't like Ashley D. So she knew it would get under their skin. Like, let's be for real here, y'all. We females, we know what the fuck going on. We know how to be petty bitches. Her ass did that shit to be petty, to keep the app still talking about her so that y'all would continue to feel sorry for her. Oh, I can't believe they still dragging this girl just because she had an opinion about LaTruth. But y'all overlooked the fact that she did that petty shit to get a reaction. Then turned around 24 hours later, making it today, and slipped her ass in the phone with D-Ham and told him to give Miss White her phone number. Girl, what the fuck for? Because in them receipts that y'all could also go play back, she literally said on the voice note, and it will play for y'all, when her and Miss White was going back the other day, Miss White was saying, you said you couldn't stand me. Those in those same receipts. Where she's like, I can't stand her. I can't stand her with everything in me or some shit like that. But you on the back end today asking for a bitch phone number. And unless Miss White changed her number, baby, you had that phone number. Because I still got Miss White phone number. She's in my contacts. So cut it the fuck out. Unless you deleted the number, you definitely had Miss White phone number. Because y'all definitely used to talk. Like, cut it out. TC said, right, when you was 9, you stole a candy bar type shit. Girl, you don't go to jail at 9, baby. It definitely was giving grown, honey. Ashley said, "Damn, let me put this on the floor because it's very much manipulation, and that's what's irritating me because I don't mind people getting sympathy if they really deserve it, but don't be on here like if you really want sympathy and you feel like you deserve it, then stop fucking stirring the pot." Like, just walk away like the fuck you said you was gonna do. Why is you still on the back end? Like, yeah, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her. You ain't. I bet you ain't called Miss Moore and tell her that shit. Why the fuck we ain't get no video about that? Why that ain't on the community wall? You did that petty ass video trying to be funny because you know they got heat for Ashley D. So you shouted out Ashley D to get at them so that it could look more ridiculous and like they're just attacking you for no reason when you know you being a petty bitch. Like, what is wrong with you? So anyway, back to my story. So like I said, it bothers me when people are a blatant liar. And so what I'm not only irritated because she still was trying to run with that same lie and narrative that I made that shit up on her. Um, but then I thought about a situation that was shared to me from another content creator. And like I said, I'm not gonna mention her because she has nothing to do with this. And I'm not like she don't deserve to be put in the mix or what have you. But anyway, basically, after that, after we made up the second time, right? And she picked a side and she decided she was gonna rock with D Ham and the crew. You know, she was in the family now. They, they was honeymooning and shit like that. or whatever. And she kind of left me out to dry because everybody, that was when the app was saying I was manic and I was crazy and I was up all night and I was, paranoid, all this other extra shit or whatever. And you'll clock that in the receipts as well. When she's like, "You're paranoia," I knew then that that bitch had picked the side because that's what they were saying at the time, right? Anyway, while all this is going on, and she's like, "You know what? I don't care. I'm still gonna support you." Blah blah blah. Bitch was apologizing to me when I was getting dragged on those platforms, while she knew that she could have spoke up and been like, "Yo, it did happen, but keep it off the app." She let it happen. So anyway, while all that was happening, it kind of died down, right? It died down after some time. Me and her was cool. We was, we texting, talking, laughing about little shit here and there. She would still give me little bits and pieces and breadcrumbs about what was going on inside the circle, because I was no longer in the circle because I was being dragged on the app, right? Anyway, I find out from another content creator that she reaches out to the content creator after everything happened, where she tried to say I was lying, and then I came back and showed y'all the receipts and was like, "No, I wasn't fucking lying." She goes back after she's like, "Oh, it's fine. Like, I'm still going to support you. We're not going to let them come between us," all this other extra shit. She goes to a content creator and personally reaches out to this content creator and basically tells her she is sorry that this person is ever connected to me, and that she regrets ever connecting to me, and I'm such a horrible person and all this extra shit, and that basically this person should cut me the fuck off because I'm horrible and I'm a bad person, right? Okay, cool. Here's where the problem came in. At the time, this bitch was still texting me almost every day, all on my community wall. Sometimes she would share my content, all type of shit, right? I also want to show y'all this clip. Hold on. Let me show y'all this real quick to show y'all further how she lied. Because this clip that I'm about to show y'all, and it's in my shorts, y'all probably seen it and just probably didn't think nothing of it, or it's been a while. There's a short on my page where when we fell out the second time and she called herself rebuttaling what I said and saying I was a liar and all this other stuff, she stated loud, proud, and wrong that she don't even talk to me. I don't even talk to this girl. She's blocked. I don't even talk to her. Same shit she had told the content creator, right? And not that I ever didn't believe the content creator. I believed her. But to actually see the shit play out in front of my face was breathtaking for me, right? So she gets on this live, and I knew she was going to delete it. So I screen recorded that shit because I know how she move. When she do all that carrying on and cussing and carrying, because she wants y'all to believe that she walk a chalk line, she don't cuss. She's just this great person. She walk a narrow line, like she don't do no wrong. None of that shit, right? She didn't want y'all to think that she that type of person. So when she carry on like that, she deletes the live, right? So I screen recorded that portion because I knew this bitch was gonna lie and or delete it. So I'm gonna show y'all this clip where it solidified for me what the content creator had already told me. And the content creator told me, actually, I can't lie, I believed her because she was so passionate about it. She was so passionate about it. Like, I swear to you, I don't even talk to her. She's blocked and all of that. And I told the content creator what was crazy was the same day that this content creator told me this, her ass had commented on my fucking page again. And the content creator was like, "No, no way." So I screenshotted it and showed her. She's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me." I'm like, "No, I'm not." So I was dumbfounded, and I had to hold that in because I didn't want to involve any other parties that didn't need to be involved. Because, like I said before, I like to keep the main thing the main thing. So, just like y'all hearing this for the first time, Sean probably hearing this for the first time too, because I know her ass in here. I know her ass in here. She think I didn't know that. Surprise! I knew. I knew that you was fucking snaking me, still texting my phone, still acting like we cool, we Judy's, all that shit on my platform, sharing my shit, commenting on my shit, and you in somebody else's inbox telling them that they should cut me off and have nothing to do with me, and trying to convince them that you have nothing to do with me either. So let me show y'all this real quick, in case y'all didn't see it.
And this time, I did nothing to this girl. It was no misunderstandings. It was no fallout. It was nothing, because I haven't spoken to her. Not one time have we spoken to each other.
Y'all see this? We had just
And
spoke
this
like a day or
time, I
two
did
before that.
nothing to this girl. It was no misunderstandings. It was no fallout. It was nothing because I haven't spoken to her. Not one time have we spoken to each other.
Okay, so there y'all have it. So if she's very passionate about some shit she's telling you, she's probably lying. If not about all of it, most of it. Her ass is a fucking liar. Point blank and period. Point blank and period, y'all. This girl's a fucking liar. So I just wanted to make it all make sense for y'all. Her ass is lying. And while all this stuff keeps happening and she's being involved and all that, it's not because she's really truly a victim. It's because her ass is a fucking liar. And she can't be woman enough to be the same person behind the scenes as she is on the front end. That's why she was so mad today with Amber posting that and blasting her ass. Because if I'm not mistaken, she also tagged D Ham in the comments and asked him to fix it or come look at this, or I forgot what the fuck she said. But basically she was trying to get D Ham to correct it because Amber was quote unquote doing too much. So yeah, Miss Sean got some explaining to do, and y'all need to be careful out here with all this. Oh, like she's just a victim. This is crazy. Whatever. I get it. Y'all don't like Amber. I don't rock with Amber. All that. I get it. But you ain't got to rock with nobody to see what the fuck going on. Okay. Not only that, um, hold on. Anyway, um, so yeah, I just wanted to point that stuff out to you. I feel like Miss Shawn is a very sneaky person. She's a liar. I'm pretty sure she did not expect that she was gonna get busted out for trying to secretly make amends, but still make the app believe that she wanted nothing to do with any of them anymore, and that she was walking away fully and all this other extra shit. I think that was the goal, and it blew up in her face today. That's pretty much what happened, right? So I think at this point, Miss Shawn is fishing. She's fishing for sympathy votes, right? And new subscribers because she's lost all the ones she fraudulently obtained, pretending to solely support Robert. And so now she's got to go back to her 150 views, and she's hoping that by bigging up anybody that she can, she did a shout out video to Ashley D. Amora is the GOAT and all this other extra shit she doing. She trying to big up any and everybody that she can so that she can get any type of smidget of attention or time so that she don't lose all of her support. That's what the hell's going on, all while she still continued to do little bullshit behind the scenes and play innocent for the app by keeping it off her page. Miss, oh, this is my last and final live about this saga. Yeah, bitch, because you're doing all your dirty work behind the scenes. She's what you would call a people person. She want everybody to like her. She want to be cool with everybody, even if she really can't stand them, because she want it to. It's the fakeness for me. Like if I could be fake with everybody and make everybody think I like them, or be nice and kiss everybody ass so they'll automatically like me, all while I'm doing my snake shit in the background, then it's a win-win for me. uh what else did I want to say? I feel like I made all my points. Y'all be careful out here in these YouTube streets. No, for real. The lady curtain call like MJ baby. No, for real. Like it's ridiculous. Like because what's irritating me, and like I said, this is why she got exposed on me the first time, is she just on this app creating chaos. Like it's ridiculous. Like what the fuck? If the woman said, just give her my number, bitch, why you ain't just take the number and call her? Because you obviously wanted to talk to her because you told him to give her your number with that childish ass shit. I'm not gonna call her. She's gonna call me. So if some shit hit the fan, then I could say, oh, I didn't call her. She called me. When the real point is, your ass wanted to talk to her. Your ass wanted to talk to her. But you can't even be woman enough to come and tell the app that after you done told these people you'll never speak to her again. Like it's pretty much over and done with. And no, before hit your live button and try to say, I never said that, you guys. I'm just speaking verbatim. Like basically what you were saying in a nutshell. Like it's nothing that can be done. So if there's nothing that could be done, how the fuck is it that your ass on the back end trying to pass out your number to Miss White? And why is my question. Girl, what the fuck was you trying to achieve with that? She already exposed whatever she wanted to expose. So, girl, like, or was you gonna do her like you did me? Like make up with her and play in her face and act like you support her and it's all good, but then on the back end still pop your shit. Or talk your shit to other people who are listening while you play in people's face like you still you cool with them and you don't care what nobody say, you gonna forever support them. Is you mocking her voice, girl? Because I'm sick of it. I'm just over it. And there's people really out here on the battlefield for her ass. Like y'all didn't have to do her like that, girl. Fuck that girl. Her ass, that's what she wanted to be, and she got snaked. That's what her ass get because she had a solid one in her corner. I was rocking with her. I felt bad as fuck for her when we had that conversation. That girl told me that shit. I felt like shit. Cause I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like I even shared with my loved ones. I think I had went to New York with my dad in like May. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'm into it with this girl on YouTube. I said, and I feel so bad. I said, because I could tell like she's just not my match. Like this is just not like this is completely uncomfortable for her. This is out the norm for her. I said, so I feel like I should just lay off of her and pull back. So then when I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a conversation with this girl, and she shared that with me, I really felt like shit because I was like, I knew. That's why outside of this nonsense that's going on right now, whatever, or these type of lives, y'all see on my platform how I talk about like real life shit and like how I'm very big on like self-reflection and shit like that, right? And so I'm just like, I could feel in my gut that this was affecting her. That's why I fell back. After I exposed what I needed to expose and she stopped going back and forth with me, I left it alone. And when we fixed it, I deleted the videos. Because at one point I just put them on private. And I was like, no, let me delete them for real because I said I forgave this girl and we was moving on or whatever. So let me delete them so I won't be tempted, you know what I'm saying, to go back. Only for her to do the same type of shit again. And now I'm irritated with myself because it's like once a bitch show you who they are, girl, you gotta believe them because that's what the fuck they do. There's no such thing as keeping up with your lies because trust is gonna come out and catch up with you. No, for real, Shells. Like, and that's the thing. That's why I said like there's no reason to get on here and lie, especially at our big age, because girl, we're grown. What is you lying for, girl? What you think you're gonna get a whooping? What is you lying for? Because you need a friend? Like y'all wouldn't even believe, and y'all are hearing some of those messages if you choose to play that video back. But she's just like, you know how we rock, girl. Like I really care a lot about our connection, and like she was always like that with me on the back end. But then she'll bring her ass on this platform, and y'all just saw the energy she was on. Oh, that girl, da 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 da. And the first time we got into it, honey, I was all type of bitches and psycho bitches and all. Baby, she called me everything but a child of God just to delete the shit later, all because I exposed her fucking lies. So I hope y'all can peep the play and see what the fuck going on. Right now, Miss Shawn is trying to find new supporters. She is sounding like she's like she wants you to believe that she's really truly a victim and that she is like out of nowhere. Shelly said, not you sounding like her. No, for real, girl. Because we used to talk. We used to talk real heavy. We used to talk real heavy. And I was irritated once I peeped the play, like, oh, okay, so she's taking their side. And I'm gonna be real with you. Shawn don't have the backbone that she try to pretend that she have on this app. She don't. And I'm not saying that to be funny or to take a dig at her. It's the truth. She's just not built like that. Some people, are just not strong when it comes to fighting and going back and forth and all that. Y'all seen her son come on there upset and bothered by, her being attacked and stuff like that because he understands that she needs protection. But me trying to be, a human, like, okay, Like, this ain't even a fair fight, girl. It ain't even fun. Like, why the fuck you fight with somebody who won't fight back? Like, it's annoying. Like, girl, it's no fun. So I left the damn girl alone because I don't agree with bullying and harassing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, say what the fuck you gonna say and move on. It's no reason to, go on and on and on. Once you get your point across, then that's what you do. But then at the same time, Sean got to do her part when it comes to this social media stuff. Either be honest or leave everybody the fuck alone. And a person who's for everybody is for nobody. I need y'all to understand that. You can't be everybody friend, bitch. Like, it just don't work like that. Cause somebody gonna get betrayed somewhere because everybody don't mesh. Everybody don't mingle. So if you know that you're a person who don't have a backbone and you can't stand up for yourself without feeling overwhelmed or what have you, and you're a bitch that can't tell the truth, like, you might just want to rock by yourself. Because you keep getting caught up in shit, and then you need, because baby, listen, if you blow it this time with the few people you done convinced that you didn't do shit wrong and that this just happened out of clear blue sky, if you blow it with those people, girl, you up a creek, my friend. You is up a creek, girl. You're gonna be all out of options. So, like I said, I'm not condoning that she's getting dragged or got dragged or was talked about and none of that. I don't condone it. I know how that feel or whatever. I'm not saying that or whatever, but all I'm saying is I get it. Because Sean be on some snake shit. She be sneaking and geeking, in the words of Tiff. Sneaking and geeking, girl. And then you'll come out here and tell the world, like, I have no idea. They're just doing this to me for no reason. All because I spoke up and said something about the truth. That is just insane to me. Bitch, you know goddamn well it's not about that, girl. Stop it. Now, I ain't saying that didn't trigger it, but it's not all about that. You've been one way and confiding in these people behind the scenes, and I know it for a fact because you did the shit with me. You talk big shit about the same ones you turned on me for. And then now, because you got in your feelings for whatever reason and decided to not fool with them no more, and then you got outed and people turned on you and all that, now it's a disgrace and a shame. But it wasn't a disgrace and a shame when you did that same shit to me. And I had your back. I had your back, for real. Because I felt like, damn, like, I done hurt this girl to the point where she has considered offing herself. Like, that shit don't make me feel good. That don't make me feel good. I don't care how much I beef with somebody or go back and forth. I don't want nobody to feel like they need to, do some harm to themselves. So I was like, you know what? I need to lay off this girl. And that's why before I exposed her the second time, I kept saying, yo, talk to them. Like, and then even I think I did a live before I did the receipt dropping. And I heard to not do this, y'all, because I feel like it's a sensitive matter. That's what made me so upset with Miss White, because I'm like, you got heat for me, but now you're involved in innocent parties. And I wasn't stupid. The play there was, okay, I'm finna fuck up her and Sean, because her and Sean had got back cool and we had made amends. And if y'all remember when all that shit was going on, I told y'all Miss White did not like Sean, which was why I sent her a message, because I was hoping it would change the way she was looking at the situation. Like, I'm not doing this, to take a dig at you or nothing. Like, this girl was really going through something when we fell out, and me going back and forth with her on the app. So I shared that with her, hoping that it would soften her up a bit. Because I feel like if somebody had sent me some shit like that, I'd be like, okay, let me lay off. Exactly how I felt when Sean shared that with me. Like, you know what? This is not somebody that I can go hard on, over and over again, without there being some type of detrimental situation, whether that's just, upsetting her severely emotionally or whatever. It wasn't worth that for me, because that wasn't the goal. The goal was, bitch, stop lying on me. That's what the goal was. So, like I said, I'm not saying how she was done was the right thing or whatever. But honey, that's not that ain't got shit to do with me. All I'm saying is, baby, open up your eyes a little bit and stop ignoring people in the chat when they dropping the truth. So I ain't gotta come live again. Cause my comments was definitely getting skipped. Not just today, like couple days in a row. Like, baby, please, y'all see me down here in these comments. Like, yeah, she getting being done wrong, or people said whatever about her and her feelings and also the extra shit she put in there. But at the same time, this bitch is a liar, period. And y'all gotta see past the bullshit. She brings a lot of shit on herself unnecessarily because she just can't be honest. Ciao. Let me check these comments before I get up off here. I feel like I pretty much, let me see. I feel like I pretty much summed it up for y'all. But yeah, don't believe the hype, baby. She fishing right now. She'll take whatever support she can get. Even if she never fucking liked your ass, you might get a fucking shout out video, baby. Cause she need support. She need eyes on her channel. Cause the eyes she had is gone, honey. And I'ma just be real. Like, let's be real here, y'all. Like, when y'all feel like a bitch betrays y'all, that fuels a lot of anger. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not saying that, what she went through was, warranted or that she deserved it. But what I'm saying is I understand. I definitely understand. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, damn, bitch, like, you been on our side. And not only did you just start acting funny and pulling away, like, you started dragging the person we were supporting together after you done pop big shit behind the scenes. And why y'all think she won't expose whatever the fuck happened back there? Miss, I'm not that type of person. I'm not about to expose, because bitch, she probably gonna look the worst. She probably gonna look the worst because she be smiling in motherfuckers' faces and being in their chat and shit and be talking about them. It's weird. It's so weird. I was dumbfounded when I found out that information from that other content creator. I'm like, what? I'm like, you're joking. She's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. She's like, and I gotta be honest, I was looking at you sideways. Cause here I was believing her ass. And if y'all think about it, this is some of the stuff that Miss White was saying. And again, not saying it justified anything, because Miss White been had a problem with Sean. So it didn't shock me that she came out out of left field swinging. That didn't shock me at all, because I thought it would have happened months ago. But what I am saying is, like, Sean do little shit behind the scenes over and over and over and over again. And then when that shit come on the forefront, then she's speechless and, oh my God, I don't understand. Like, I didn't do nothing to this person. Bitch, ain't nobody exposing you and talking shit about you if you ain't done shit. Like, come on now, let's be for real here. Like, just be a woman about your shit. Tell these people what the fuck it is, for real. You're not a victim. You do some weak ass shit. Yeah, you changed your mind and that's your prerogative. You no longer support Robert, all that. That's cool. But it was all the extra little weak shit you was doing, blocking people, ghosting people, all this other shit, and then accusing people of telling when you know your ass done pop shit on multiple people. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, when you confront her ass and you bring it to the forefront, then she just deny it. Like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. And she's sneaky because when she want to do her dirt the most, she'll say that shit on the phone. That's the only reason I ain't been able to play nothing about her saying that to me, because she said that shit to me on the phone. And I told her and any other content creator I have ever spoken to on the phone from this saga, I do not and I will not record your phone conversations. I mean that. But she's fucking lucky because I lived in Texas. And guess what? Texas is a one party state, bitch. So that means I can record if I am a resident of Texas. If I live or reside in Texas, bitch, I can record a phone conversation and be legally within my rights. So be fucking careful, honey. It's just looking like people would do any and everything for a little bit of attention, not even care how it makes them look. No, for real, anomaly. And it's sad. It's really sad because I feel like that happens a lot within this sector and or on the app, period, because people want to come up fast. Like, people want to be popular. People want, to look like they the motion, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna say and do whatever I gotta do, even if it makes somebody else look bad. I'ma just lie, because bitch, you can't prove it. I know I popped my shit on the phone with you, but you can't prove that shit. That's why people be quick to say drop a receipt. Bitch, you know goddamn well we was on the phone. A bitch ain't slow. They ain't gonna pop that. Why y'all think I couldn't play nothing detrimental on Miss White? She popped all her shit on the phone, baby. Who the fuck you talking to for 2 and 3 hours if ain't no tea on that shit? Like, come on, bro. I don't even like talking on the phone. I'm not talking to nobody for 2, 3 hours if that shit ain't worth my time. So a lot of people within this sector or period know what the fuck they be doing. They'll pop their shit on the phone. They ain't gonna leave no paper trail or a voice note or no shit like that because they don't want any, possibility of that shit coming out later. And I get it, especially with the way this sector, you know, went or played out and all that. But it pissed me off because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't want to expose Sean that second time. And that's my right hand to God. I did not want to do it. I didn't. That's why it took me so long. Y'all don't even understand the frustration I went through. I had so many people reaching out to me and saying, "Why aren't you saying anything? Like you keep saying that you didn't say it, but like she's saying you did. So it's just hearsay." You know what I'm saying? She said I did, I said I didn't. So then people just got to pick based off of who they believe is telling the truth with no fucking receipts. And then to put the icing on the cake, you sitting back watching motherfuckers drag me on panels about it when you know you said that shit. It's ridiculous. And then talking to motherfuckers on the back end trying to get them to not fuck with me because of that. Because you was feeling away because it got out. And instead of you putting on a pair of balls and telling them like she said or standing behind what she said because she definitely threatened Miss White according to what she said through a third party quote unquote that if she exposed it that she was going to have bigger problems than YouTube as in legal because she's a legal analyst, she got like 55 degrees and all that shit like that. Like she was basically popping big shit like if you do that shit we're going to court type shit. And then it happened and there was no court involved. That's how I knew that bitch was involved and she knew what the fucking play was. Because after all that started unfolding, she started pulling back. Before, she was giving me the tea, like, oh, this about to happen, just sit back and watch. Or, oh, they said this, just sit back and watch, and all that type of shit. All that shit just kind of dwindled down depending on what it was about. Because I already knew the fucking topic of discussion was me. Because at the time, the narrative was I was tripping, I was mental, I was manic, I was all these extra things, and I had lied and made up a fucking text. I just sent a fake ass text message out the clear blue sky. I just came up with that off the top of my head and sent that shit to Miss White. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Shelly says, listen, ain't that much money and motion in the world. Do you hear me, Shelly? Because, baby, it's all type of jobs. It's all type of jobs out here. You ain't even got to do all that. I ain't pressed. Not pressed at all. This really should be a hobby for a lot of people, not just a detrimental, like, oh, I can't let people know that I'm a lying ass bitch. Like, you could easily fix that by just stop fucking lying and or stop connecting with people and popping your shit. And then when it come out, you just speechless. And then you want to put it on, oh, I don't understand why this person is doing this to me. And then she like to play the whole honor code, like, oh, I would never do this to this person. Although they're doing it to me, I would never. No, bitch, because you can't. It's not in your makeup, girl. You are not the argumentative type. You can't argue because you sound crazy. That's why you be deleting them lives. You can't hang. You can't do what you threatening. You can't do that. And like I said before, you would look probably the worst because let's be real here. People who have been messy or known to be messy on the app, you would expect them to be fucking messy on the back end because that's what they are on the front end. They wouldn't expect a bitch like her, Miss Sophisticated, and I just got everything so figured out in life. They wouldn't expect you to be a messy bitch on the back end popping your shit. They expect the passionate, soft spoken person that you portray and show the world. That's what they expect. And because you want to keep up that image, which to me, no shade is giving you was projecting off on Miss White, because y'all actually got a lot in common. Y'all probably should be besties, no shade. Like, y'all kind of act alike. Y'all one way for the app and then a different way behind the scenes. So yeah, y'all probably should link back up. Go ahead on and slide her your number, girl. She on Facebook. Just look up her name. TC says, yeah, pressure isn't her strong suit at all. And I understood that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, and when I know that about a person, I ain't trying to take them there, because I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me. Like if you already feel low and or you're not a strong person, like I have a sister like that. She, she played like she, and what's funny? They the same sign. They both Libras. So it makes sense when my sister's just like that. One of my sisters, she's just like that. She'll pop big shit like, I'm not tolerating that, and you're not gonna talk to me like that. And then bitch go cry in the corner as soon as your ass call her something. Immediately. Can't handle it. So it bothered me that I felt like pushed or forced to expose it. And she was so slow and wanted to be on a team so bad, she didn't even peep the play. I kept telling her, girl, they trying to drive a wedge between me and you because everybody on the app kept saying no way we should talk again because we had exposed each other prior. Like there's no way we should, fix it or whatever. Like who could ever trust me and all this other extra shit. So and then the lead up before all that, people kept saying, "Oh, I can't believe, girl, you crazy as fuck to be cool with her," and all that. So that was the play the whole time. Pop shit. We gonna drag Ashley long enough because we know Ashley not gonna let us play with her. But for so long, when it comes to lies and stuff, she's gonna come out with a receipt because motherfuckers know, girl. If I ain't got nothing else, baby, I got a receipt. And for that story I just shared with y'all, I have receipts. But like I said, it involves a third party, and I'm not doing it because that third party doesn't deserve it. But just know I know. I definitely know, and I done held it for months. This happened months ago. And I still left it alone. I didn't drag her. I didn't confront her about it. I just let it rock. Cause I understood this bitch is a liar. And I done fell out with her twice for the same type of shit. She keep up shit on the back end, and then she come out and act like she didn't do nothing wrong. The pick me and kickball, huh? No, for real, girl. Like the number one, jumping up and down with the arm flying. That one. But then trying to act like, oh, I'm so cool and I'm so it that people just love me and pick me. No, bitch. No, ma'am, honey. It's very much giving pick me. Lady E, don't do us Libras like that. Girl, I love Libra. My husband a Libra. My husband's a Libra. One of my daughters is a Libra. I know some Libras. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never met a Libra that lie like Sean. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like it's a different, like that shit is dangerous, yo. The lies that girl tell, it's a bit scary. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like she lied so much. And then when you prove that she lied, then she'll be like, I stand corrected. I thought I had said, or I thought it. No, bitch, you knew what you said and you knew what you did. You just thought that a mug wouldn't call your bluff and drop a receipt. That's what you thought. Then when people drop a receipt, then it's I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let them. Yeah, bitch, because you know that you would probably look the worst. No shade. So anyway, y'all, I think I have made my point. Is there any other points I wanted to make or point out about this sneaky ass girl? Pretty much in a nutshell, she want to be all y'all friend. So everybody be her friend, please. Because if not, she gonna start doing sneaky shit and making the app think she don't fuck with you and all of that, and then low key be cool with you on the back end if you will allow her to. So I think that concludes my TED talk. You guys can argue amongst yourself and break it down and laugh or whatever, but please just make sure you hit that like button. It is now 12:15 where I'm at. So I'm going to get off and join my husband in bed. So I love y'all. Thanks for kicking it with me. Don't be a dummy. Okay. Support whoever you want to support, but don't be blindsided by the bullshit. Okay. At this point, no one in the sector deserves a sympathy card. All of us motherfuckers get what the fuck we get because we picked whatever side we picked. We rocked with whoever the fuck we rock with. And you gotta get whatever come with that. Okay. And take that shit on the chin, baby. Hold your head up and take it because that's who you picked. Okay. So cut it the fuck out. Good night, Shelly. Good night, TC, and all of the rest of you. I love y'all. And again, thank you for coming through. I'll talk to y'all on my next one. Bye.